Again, good morning. My name is Mario López. I am the part-time business manager here at St. Bernard's, as Father mentioned. I work part-time here and also at Sacred Heart Church in Altadena. So I divide my time equally between the two parishes. I just want to take a few minutes of your time right now. The ushers are passing out it's a sheet of paper here, and maybe you can take one per family. It's in Spanish and English. I'm not going to go over everything in detail, but it's pretty much for you just to get a financial picture of of St. Bernard's financial status here. There's just a couple of items that I just want to elaborate a little bit more on, and then afterwards I'll be outside if you have any questions. And then I also want to speak a little bit regarding the envelopes, the distribution of the envelopes. So real quickly, I just want to point out under the ordinary receipts where it says the weekly offering collection, just so that you know, in that number consists of all the revenue that comes to the church by way of the parishioners here, be it an envelope, be it loose money, or if it's a check, along with the candles, the money that comes in. So all that is wrapped up inside of that large number that you see there. Also, jumping down towards the middle of the page, under other parish donations receipts, where it says miscellaneous donations, where it says various groups, ministries, fundraisers, and miscellaneous, in there what makes up that number are the donations that we receive from the various ministries here. And there's not enough room here to list them all. So I wasn't trying to exclude anybody, but I did want to point out to you that that's what's included in there. And you have a number of ministries that utilize the hall, the church, across the street, or what have you, on a regular basis. And they make a donation to the church. So all that is inside of that number. Also, under parish donations, where it says a special grant and some generous donors, I'm sure Father has mentioned to the community a couple of years ago, St. Bernard's was selected amongst, I think it's five or six parishes that were selected for what the Archdiocese refers to as the CP3, which is basically a network that was established here. Because of that, our school here provides the latest technology, and it has enhanced the way they are able to educate the students here at the school. Well, in addition to that, the church and across the street, the parish center also was able to piggyback onto that. So we now have a network where the three buildings are all connected. So we were given a grant, and that's what is in that particular amount that's listed there. Down at the bottom under disbursements, where it says parish ministry staff salaries, in there is inclusive of all salaries with the exceptions of musicians. But what it pretty much means is Father's salary, whenever we have a visiting priest, all the staff, all that is included in there. Everything else pretty much is self-explanatory. I just lastly wanted to put some emphasis on utilities. If you notice, the utilities comes out to $43,519 is what the parish pays to run the facility here. The parish picks up, it's a total of 9 meters. The school is in charge of 3, which is for the pre-K, which is for their administration building and the school. Aside from that, the parish here, the parishioners here, pay for the usage of the hall, the church, the air conditioning, the rectory, across the street. So all the utilities, the gas, the water, all that comes out to $43,519. It's expensive, as you very well know. You pay expensive utilities at home, but just want you to get a picture of what the church is confronted with on an annual basis. That's just, well, it's not an average. That's actually the number. Okay, other than that, briefly, I just wanted to mention to you that we are outside distributing envelopes. As we have done for a calendar year 2015, we stopped mailing the envelopes. Reason being is to try to defer some of the cost. In the past, to issue envelopes, print envelopes, mail envelopes was costing the church something in the neighborhood of $5,000. And what we found was two things. One, not everybody was using their envelopes, and not everybody, and we're realizing that the list that we have, the mailing list, it's not necessarily current. So there are some envelopes being issued for parishioners who may have moved on, or people who perhaps just want to remain registered but do not choose to use an envelope, which is okay, which is fine. But in our attempt to defer costs is why we have decided to distribute and hand out envelopes this year around. And it looks like it's effective. What we'll do is continue this into the next year. Just for your information, we're distributing them today after Mass, after all the Masses, also in 2 Sundays from now, and thereafter what we'll do is we will keep the remaining envelopes inside of the sacristy so that if anybody wants to pick them up on a weekday or a different Sunday, we'll have them there for a couple of weeks, and then we will contact the remaining envelopes, and we'll basically be asking you, would you like us to deactivate your envelope usage? It is not removing you from the roster. It just simply means you do not want us to print envelopes for you. Okay? Have a beautiful day. Stay cool. Drink lots of water. And God bless you.